Hey everybody, this is Brian here. We're going to be doing part 4 on the video series on the top 100 favorite, not artists, we already did that, songs of all time. We're going to enter in here at number 34. Uh, the last entry that we covered in part 3 was Man in the Box by Alice in Chains. But today we're going to jump right in at John Prine's song Illegal Smile. This song is great, and I think that it's hilarious. Again, it's another funny song to smoke to because it's topical. Anyways, this song I think is probably a unique topic and a unique mood for a country song. A lot of country songs follow that kind of vibe of Towns Van Zandt, um, in terms of being really, really depressing and, being a downer, kind of. This song is more, well, the title pretty much gives it away. Um, Anyways, let's get back to the list. Number 35 on here is going to be another country song, kind of an alt country song from the 2000s or the 2010s, late 2000s, early 2010s, somewhere in there. It's going to be Hayes Carll singing She Left Me for Jesus. This is about how he had been kind of living unholy life, if you will. He'd been drinking a lot, and his girlfriend was right there with him in terms of habits, but she converted to Christianity. She got straight edge, and he was kind of writing the song from the point of view that she left him for Jesus, almost in the sense that she'd left him for another man. And he was saying, if I ever find Jesus, I'm kicking his ass. So it's kind of funny how uh, Carl kind of writes the song from the point of view of Jesus being a regular person who his girlfriend was cheating on him with, instead of being like God or something. So this is a unique song, and similarly to the last song, Illegal Smile, it's also a funny one. Number 36 on this list is going to be the Pearl Jam song Black. I think that this song is really, really sad and really tragic. It's about a person who's unable to move on from love, unable to move on from a breakup, and how they're kind of they're kind of looking up, and they're kind of unable to accept the fact that that person is not a part of their life anymore, and they wish them the best, but they just say, why can't it be mine? And it's a really beautiful song. I think that Eddie Vedder has one of the best voices in all of rock, period. um, Number 37 is going to be another hard left, and that's going to be the Ghetto Boys song, My Mind is Playing Tricks on Me. This is kind of a unique rap song in the sense that it's almost a little bit psychedelic, in the sense that it kind of shows there's like four different rappers in this group, and all of them are kind of having some sort of either an experience with mental illness or some sort of bad trip, so to speak. And I think this song portrays that with such lucidity that it kind of makes you feel like you're walking down the street in a bad area at night, or you're in the back seat of that guy's car as he's driving down and getting ready to like rob someone or something. This song really, really puts you in the shoes of these guys who are pretty much they're out of their gourd. And I think that's one of the reasons I like it. It's one of the few rap songs that really, it doesn't just brag, it doesn't just boast. It actually kind of puts you there in their shoes. Okay, let's get on to number 38 on this list, which is going to be the Tom Petty song Refugee. I have numerous small, mundane memories of listening to this song and just loving it and listening to it on repeat. I think that uh, Tom Petty is one of my favorite artists for the simple reason that I just used to listen to him on the radio a lot as a kid, and I've continued to. He was one of the first guys I ever bought a CD from, and I now collect CDs, and or at least I try to, you know. Um, Anyways, Tom Petty's Refugee is one of my favorite songs. It was one of the first bar chords I learned on guitar in terms of chord progressions. Um, and yeah, I really, I think, didn't Tom Petty die in 2017? If so, that really sucks balls. Anyways, Tom Petty is one of my favorite artists. Number 39 on here, we're going to be going back to the 1950s for a little bit of a one hit wonder. Not quite so much a one hit wonder, but a guy whose popularity faded a little bit after the 50s, and that's going to be Lefty Frizzell with If You've Got the Money, Honey, I've Got the Time. This song is not the deepest. It says what it means right away. It says the fact that, you know, we're gonna go around to all the bars, we're gonna take a ride in your nice car, and basically when you run out of money, honey, I run out of time. And so it doesn't make any illusions of love. It basically says, um, when you run out of dough, then I'm about to go. Number 40 on this list is actually going to be the Animals and Eric Burdon singing Tobacco Road. This is a wonderful standard, and I think that Eric Burdon has one of the most underrated voices in all of rock and roll. And I think that this song, um, really, really is underrepresented. Um, Number 41 on here is going to be a tie. It's going to be Steely Dan, one of the most unique and artistic bands, I would say, from the 70s. And it's going to be a tie between Back Jack, Do It Again, you know, their biggest hit, and that song Doctor Wu, you know, Are You With Me, Doctor Wu, you know. Number 42 on here is going to be a more modern alt country artist, which is Todd Snyder, singing the song Enjoy Yourself. And as I said before, pick me ups are a rare commodity in music, and so they're valuable, you know. It's hard to find a song that actually raises your mood and doesn't just make you feel like shit out of relation, you know. I think that Todd Snyder's Enjoy Yourself is one of the best pick me up songs in all of music. Todd Snyder is one of those guys, kind of like Ernest Tubb or Hank Williams, in the sense that he doesn't have the most range or the most technicality in his voice, as is to be expected with a country singer with just an acoustic guitar, you know. But I really think that it's the lyrics in this one. It's the lyrics in this one that are meaningful. Um, you know, how much fun will you have in some old rocking chair? He suggests towards somebody who's very money oriented and just is basically working their whole life away. You know, how much fun will you have when you're 6 feet underground? You know. He says the main line in the song is "Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think." And that's really true. You know, life passes us by really quickly. You know, I often look at the clock and think, wow, it's 8 p.m. instead of 8 a.m. I just don't know where the hours went. Um, okay, let's get on to number 43 on here, which is going to be Frank Sinatra. And it's going to be, I'm sorry for so many ties, but it's going to be another tie. It's going to be Anything Goes, along with Fools Rush In, which was a song he did, I think, when he was really young, like in the early 40s. Um, he almost looks kind of like he just got out of high school or junior college practically. But yeah, Sinatra is um, one of the most recognizable voices in all of music, for sure. And I think that in spite of his lack of range, similar to how I mentioned Billie Holiday, kind of mirroring him, but with a female equivalent. I think that Sinatra, in a similar sense, he compensates for the fact that he's not a very technical singer by just putting a lot of charisma, I think would be the right word, charisma, into his vocals, you know? He's not the deepest singer. He's not as baritone as Johnny Cash, and he's not singing as high as a guy like Freddie Mercury or Michael Jackson. Um, but he's kind of there in the middle, and he has personality in his voice, and he has charisma, and I think that's what lends his songs recognizability, uniqueness, and just a persona that nobody else can match, and nobody else has been able to match them since then. I mean, he's passed almost 20 years ago, but there has never been another Frank Sinatra, in my opinion. I think that we're gonna check out here today. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys because you're you, and I'm out. Peace out.